Everything did frost over again last night, but if you believe the forecast, it was in the 20s instead of the teens, mid to high 20s even. It does feel like circumstances in Winston kind of killed the momentum I had going. Hopefully today it'll go a little smoother. I really want to get down to Silver City. Today does have a couple of water sources, trick tank and a couple of miles. I'm probably going to carry 5 or 6 liters and try and just do the entire day without stopping, since most of the alternates are off trail. I just came across another one that was from some fall Grand Enchantment trail hikers, which there's more Grand Enchantment people out here than there is CDT people, because CDT people just go through Doc Campbell's. It was funny talking in Winston because they didn't really know the difference between the two. They just had seen a lot of people in October, and I was like, really? Because I've checked registers and there was like one other CDTer. I do kind of miss the days of being able to pack up camp without having to stop to, defrost my fingertips a couple of times. I did try something a little different last night. I took my sleeping pad and I had it folded in half, doubled up, basically. So that was under my torso, my rain gear was under my feet, and then my pillow was under my head. Did seem like I was warmer last night, but it was also 10 degrees warmer than pre-Winston. Actually, probably more than that. As always, one day out of town, things are packing down significantly nicer. This is on the higher end of the volume I carry between the water and the extra cold gear and things like that. I am pretty well supplied. I may run a little short on food, but I won't be able to tell for a couple of days. In the end of that last section, I came in with enough bars to get me through a whole extra day and change, so I didn't supplement too heavy beyond what Jen sent. Her box was a little light just because she had to stick a fuel can and 2 size 14 shoes in there. Inside of the shoes were jam-packed with beans and rice. Today will mostly be taken up by miles that I hiked in spring on the Grand Enchantment Trail. That'll depart towards the end of the day, and that's where things may get rough. There are some comments about the trail going through some of the canyons and people saying it was really slow going with down trees and whatnot. I do know there are trail crews active out here. You can see the fresh emblems that were put up after the fire in early 22. And when I was down in the southern section, I ran into some ranchers who said, oh yeah, there's trail crews cutting the CDT. And welcome to everybody's favorite game out here, Will It or Won't It? Water Source Edition. We got a trick tank. Okay, that is not actually looking that bad. So I just went in to scoop this and I just realized, so just gotta break through the ice, but this seems like reasonable water. It's got some hair algae in it, but that'll be fine. Better that than some other things. I am feeling way too relaxed about water compared with how I was 2-3 days ago. Water tasted fine, maybe a slight tang, but yeah. Tastes better than that damn spigot up in Malpais. So I decided I'm gonna carry about 4.5. That should be plenty, even if I don't make another water source today, considering the temperature. And I have at least one strong maybe, some off-trail options if I need. And in another 19 miles, there is a source that was reportedly collectible as of end of October. The ranchers I talked to yesterday own at least some of the land back here. We were having a little trouble connecting which tank that they knew about was actually on the CDT guide. But they said they had Presumably some hiker drained out something like 10,000 gallons of water by leaving the handle on. Seems kind of hard to believe somebody would turn one of the spigots on and then just walk away with it on, but who knows. I've also seen float valves that were broken, so if you didn't cut the water off, you know, it is just going to drain the tank. And it looks like that's the end of my nice easy cruisy trail for a bit. This is marked as following a closed road, but looks like the fire obliterated pretty much everything back here. I really do not remember this section from spring. I remember the trick tank and the lookout tower, but not how obliterated this was, though in all honesty, this is closer to a lot of the burn areas I went through on the Grand Enchantment, so maybe it all just blended in. Oh my God. There is actually flowing water. I don't know when the last time I saw that was. Well, son of a bitch. Apparently I should have rechecked my gut hook comments after I refreshed them, because somebody left a comment about this water source on the 2nd of this month, and I didn't see it. Oh well, I didn't trash my filter too bad with the trick tank. And welcome to everybody's other favorite game called Where the Heck Did the CDT Go? Well, what do you know? Just as I was about to start making comments about trail existing through this section, just in the fever dreams of CDT trail maintainers. I don't know where this cut off from the canyon. I was keeping an eye out and didn't see it. I eventually just took a deer track up the hillside. Okay, I do remember this now. You're hopping along a road and then a trail. I must have just missed the upper segment of that. So this is actually the Caledonia trailhead. I'm usually careful about not having my rain fly on the top of my pack when I'm in areas with overhangs. I thought I'd been careful, but damn it. I really hate having overhead obstacles. Anyway, I patched it with tenacious tape, and I'm going to pack it away now. Old homestead stove. Huh. Okay, slightly slower going, but it's going. This is actually where I joined the CDT on the Grand Enchantment Trail. I came from this canyon over here. I remember being so appreciative of the state of the trail up here. This is that snow-covered range I was commenting on a few days back. I recognize the shape of the summit blocks. I think that was that summit block I was looking at a couple of days ago. Well, if you're wondering what could make this more fun and guessed plants with giant spikes. Yep. And yeah, these are all the spiky plants. Damn it. Keep expecting to find sources like this, so they're mostly frozen over. I still have enough for the moment, though I wouldn't mind filling up before I stop for the night. These horrendous spike plants that I do remember from the get make it kind of hard to go at any reasonable pace because they stealth in with other plants and get you. Only going to get worse once it gets dark, too. .30 and this has just been a nightmare. If I can find a tent pad over at that saddle, I'm going to pull over. I wanted to get as far through this as I can, but the snow up ahead is going to start firming up. And I'm having a harder time picking out the thorn bushes in the midst of all the other things as it gets dark. Well, crap. I am not finding anywhere to stop. I really didn't want to go on because I thought the snow would be solidifying. Figured I'd wait in the morning until it melted, but I don't know that I have much choice here. Crap. Really not happy about this. But I even tried dropping down that canyon, and all I ended up in was a forest of those spikes with no place to set a tent. Same thing when I tried to go on the other side of the saddle. This has been somewhat of a nightmare, but I finally found a place where I could set up the tent. Hopefully it's not at too much of an angle.